is going on, my fabulous Aquarian energy? Woo! Aquarian energy lit. My Aquarians out here, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to your mid-October reading. Okay, I hope you guys are just as ready as I am to see what the hell's going on, but also be ready to buckle up for your cosmic quest because we're going on a hell of a ride with your girl Cosmo here. Alright, if you're unsure of your placements, I do have a link for y'all in the description box below, so go ahead and check that out. But we're going to go ahead and just dive in deep. What I'm going to do here is just going to, I'm going to, yes, pull a Black Moon astrology card first. I'm just shuffling here because I like to get my hands, get this ready and up and running when I'm done pulling the Black Moon astrology cards. But I want to pull one of those to kind of set the mood and set the tone, but to get the underlying, to get a very star-based understanding as to where this reading is going to go, or what the focus is for Aquarians for the second half rather of October. Oh, okay, Black Moon Lilith, and then the South Node. Interesting. Alright, so you guys got two cards. And I'm just going to be honest, Aquarian energy is my favorite. I love the air energy. So any of the cross watchers are watching, like, you need to pull multiple cards for Aquarius. First of all, I didn't probably do it because there was too many. And usually when these cards fall out, they come in clusters. So I'd only pick one out of that cluster. If it's, especially the one on the top, and the other ones are not being seen, I'll take those. And two, I didn't pick these cards. Okay? I did not pick these cards. These cards fell out and you saw it, so I'm not even trying to try it. So people in the description box or the comment section, if y'all want to complain about Aquarius getting two cards, talk to the universe because I didn't do this. So anyway, I ain't taking responsibility. Typically, I take personal responsibility. Right now, I'm not taking it. And even if I did, I like Aquarian energy. They may need some extra advice. That's okay. Everybody's got a little bit of Aquarian in them, so this may apply to you too, based off of where your placements are. So just be quiet and just appreciate this reading if you have something that is correlating to Aquarian energy. Now, enough of that BS and going all over the place. Let's get on to your section here. Get on to this reading here. You got Black Moon Lilith here, which has mystery at the very end here, and then you have South Node, which is life's debts. So biggest thing, this could have a lot to do with not only sexual energy, but also maybe some things that about your past that you may, or dark part of you that you're coming to understand. And this is you're coming through understanding this part of you, this dark energy about you. This dark energy is not bad energy. It's just an energy where it definitely needs time it needs compassion. It's where our morals and beliefs come from. Like a lot of the structure of who we are, it has 50% dark and 50% light. And I think you're coming to an awareness of your dark energy or your mystical portion of yourself, Aquarius. Sexual energy too, as well as your feminine energy here too. Like you're becoming very aware of this energy, and it's through your karmic debts or perhaps your South Node, where you're comfortable or who you are or where you're home. Now, this could indicate the transit South Node, which right now the South Node is in Capricorn. So life's debts right now, what we're doing, especially with Pluto and Saturn, is we're working through a lot of maybe a lot of debts that we may have in power, or where we may feel like we may not be very powerful in. And there could be something regarding that with Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn right now, while the North Node is in Cancer, which automatically will put the South Node in Capricorn. Or it could be your own personal South Node. Now, everyone's is different, and that's why I have the link in the description box. It's a trusted site, and I love them. So go ahead and check those out if you haven't. But I feel like the way that you're going to figure out what your South Node is, well, of course, it's going to be through that chart. But I feel like whatever your karmic debts are, or whatever your South Node is, it's going to be connected with what with your dark side. Okay, and I'm not trying to say that, you know, you're tapping into your dark energy and being bad with it or whatever. I am saying that there's something connecting you Lilith-wise with your karmic dead. Now, this could have to do with sexual energy and maybe some sexual traumas here, or this situation has to do with maybe how your life has been playing out. Maybe some things that are consistent about how you are. Maybe you feel like, maybe if some of you guys, and it's not even a ploy, perhaps it's not, maybe you're not feeling like you're understood or you're seeing very clearly, and it may be that you're the dark side of you, or there's something that Lilith is in something that would reflect intelligence or isolation. Maybe you've been seen as someone that may not fit in very well, and therefore you're living that out. Or you're understanding why you're either not understood or so forth, right? There's something here regarding, you know, Lilith energy with the South Node, with your karmic dead. And so let's see what the comparisons are. Let's see what the reading has to say with these two cards here. Very interesting starting out with those two. Oh, the Eight of Cups, though. But you're emotionally done. Okay. And you're emotionally drained, too, so... But you're striving for something, for what you truly want. Because I feel like you've gone through enough of life's choices, or you've been through enough of the choice things, so the options, to know what you want. But it's to know what you're trying to go for. I'm going to be pulling a miniature modified Celtic cross, so it's not going to be typical to all the other ones. All right, and your crowning energy or your advice energy. Look right. So your underlying energy is showing the Six of Swords. Some of you guys have just gone traveling, or some of you guys are doing spiritual travel, where you're going through a spiritual, not awakening, but more of like a spiritual journey to understand you, to understand where you're coming from and who you are, okay? This could be a understanding and tapping into that part of your subconscious. Like I was saying, there's something here, I should have said, too, this could indicate, like I said, the feminine energy. And the feminine energy can typically mean your intuition, trusting the subconscious, your subconscious self, being hyper aware and being energetically aware. Now, the Six of Swords, maybe this is activated by travel. This could be activated by you deciding to go down a certain path, or doing something that's different, or going down a certain journey. But it's also turning your back towards what was, right? So you can reach what is. And it's that in between, right? Where you're not anywhere, but you're not nowhere, if that makes sense. So you're going somewhere, but you're not in a direction you're not anywhere that makes sense quite yet, or anywhere that can start you off doing something. It's just the voyage. It's just the journey. So of course, you can have all these ideas of what you may reach, and all this stuff, but I feel like you're keeping your options open because you have all these swords here. You have all these swords here in front of the view, but your back is towards the past. So you're not dwelling on the past, but you're not fixated on the future, because whatever will come, you will work with, okay? And I love that the Two of Wands is there, because it was a decision to go there. It was a decision to have this kind of passage, to have this kind of journey. It wasn't something that was sparked upon you of any sort. It just kind of happened based off of your choosing. So it's awesome. The heart of your reading is showing the Three of Pentacles, and this could indicate this is about plans for the future, or looking towards some sort of progression in your future. Now, I feel like this is also involving other people and people in your life and what they mean to you. Considering that, Aquarius, you rule the 11th house, which has to do with friendships, communities, organizations, people are a big facet in your life, or at least your friendships are. Friendships are really big to you. And for a lot of you guys, friendships may be the situation that's going on here. Some of you guys, it may be a relationship. And the reason why I go with relationship is mainly because I see with the Black Moon Lilith, this is Adam's first wife according to other mythology. But on top of that, you have the Six of Pentacles here in the past. So it could indicate that there's a relationship here. But I kind of feel like this has to do with groups and people in general. Mainly because there's 3 people here. There's 3 people in 2 cards. Or in 3 cards here. Well, actually, if you look, there's multiple people in every card. Except for the Page, for the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Those are the only 2 cards that I would say there's no actual people in it. But if you look, 3 people here, 3 people here, 3 people here, 3 people here. Like if you didn't, I didn't even really think about it, but the monks are people too, right? And then there's a crowd here. 2 people you can visibly see, and then another one hidden behind a horse. And even the horse can be acknowledged here because horses have emotion too. But then there's this person sitting on the horse. So there's multiple people in all of these cards. So my thing is that what does this have to do with people? What is your development with people? What is your development with other people? Now, your South Node, or is usually the opposite of the sign that the North Node is in. So I'm not quite sure what this would mean for everyone because I don't know everybody's charts. But I do know that Capricorn is where is not only success and power and control, but it's also traditions and things in which we are used to. And I feel like right now you're aware of what you're used to and you're breaking out of this. You're breaking out of the traditions, right? You're cleaning up karmic debt by no longer being in debt, by no longer having that sort of mentality that if you're in debt, there's no fixing it. You're going to do something different to clear karmic stuff. Now, this doesn't have to be karmic stuff, too. It could just be old ways of living, old ways of being that you find to be not necessarily benefiting you. So, the Seven of Swords coming up is, it kind of feel like you have a lot of ideas around you or regarding people, but the Seven of Swords would suggest that there may be this feeling that you're the only person that will be able to enact what you have in mind. Because one of the things I've noticed is that I feel like Aquarius, you're always the person that's the tallest in every card. You're the priest in the Hierophant. You're the person riding the horse. You're the individual standing on that table there, trying to, figure out what the people are trying to communicate. You're the person that's giving of yourself and balancing the scales in the Six of Pentacles. You're always a person. I feel like you're the person that's like standing up and the one that's presenting itself in the card. And in that regard, are they on the same level to you or are they not? Now, and at the same time, does that mean either you stoop down to that level, or does that mean that you let yourself continue to be the person that you are, but may inevitably leave the people behind? But I feel like the biggest struggle is whether or not you decide to leave and go on your own, or you no longer, or you have plans. Oof, it's really difficult with this one, actually. Because the Seven of Swords is also about taking a risk. So maybe it is going through plans with people and assuming the risk of that. I'm curious. Let's see what the Seven of Pentacles the Seven of Swords is trying to say. Why is the Seven of Swords coming up with the Three of Pentacles rather? Two of Pentacles. Distraction? You're weighing the options? Or maybe, I don't think it's a distraction here, because you've already made it. It would suggest that you already made a decision with the Three of Pentacles in the heart of your reading. But the Two of Pentacles is almost like you're not distracted. You're very aware of what is. You're aware of Oh, fuck it.